Alright, welcome to the first video. It's gonna be really simple, straightforward. I'm gonna take y'all with me on this journey of my goal to becoming a chess coach and ultimately getting a event title, of course. Anyways, let me show you around my profile first. Playing chess for about 5 months now, and I started out at, let's see, all time, started out at 500 elo. I've been dabbling around 500, 600 for about a month, and then I really started doing courses, lessons, following live streams, workshops and all that. Also started analyzing my own games right about here, I'd say. So in about 5 months time I've increased my rating from 500 elo all the way up to 1700. My goal is 2000 for the before the end of this year. So yeah, let's play a game. I strictly play 30 minutes, rapid. I don't like fast chess, I will never like it. Maybe. But not for now. Right. Here we go. Throughout the game I will be trying to explain my thought process and take you guys with me through this awesome match of chess that I'll hopefully be winning. Alright, let's go. Alright, playing against the guy, 1711, very strong. I always open with e4, trying to initiate the right pass. That's my favorite opening, e5, alright. You go knight f3, there we go, exactly what I want. Now I can initiate the right pass, my favorite, there we go. Alright, he's asking me the question, you're gonna take the horse, compromise the pawn structure, or are you gonna retreat? I always go for the retreat. Columbus, variation, Morphy defense, yes. Now this is actually not good. This is not a good move because the knight was not pinned. Now it's pinned to the king. Now he can move. Now I'm gonna play the aggressive move, d4. Alright, targeting my bishop, very clear. I have no other move than retreating it back to b3, so that's what we're doing. Okay, interesting. He takes on the pawn on d4. We just simply recapture with our knight, and he will pawn, and then we will grab with the queen. Now here is obviously targeting my queen, but what about, yeah, I haven't played this position a lot before. Because look, if I go here with my queen, look at my bishop. I'm threatening checkmate on pawn f7, but I'm also threatening to take the rook at the same time. So black, 1711, after 8 moves, is already massively losing the game there. Very interesting. Alright, let's go. He is in serious trouble here. Serious trouble. Oh wait. Oops. Yeah. This did not account for that move. Okay. Shit. Yeah. Talking all big and then I failed. But I mean, I have a nice move here. I mean, I can go check here. And if he blocks with the queen, I mean, I say I have a nice move, but is it a nice move? That's the question. Oh, what I think it surely is the best move. Yeah, I'm now realizing that my d5 move, which I thought was a great move, was actually a mistake. That was a blunder. Yeah, this is just bad news for me. That was not smart. I haven't played this position much before. Thought it was good. Made a blunder. This is why I'm 1700, boys. Shit. Okay. Yeah, let's just play queen c6 plus check. I guess that's the best thing we can do here. Not much else. There we go. Of course, he goes back with the bishop. That's what I anticipated. We can take this pawn. That's defended by this bishop. Can take the rook, defended by the queen. And our queen is also under attack. So, what did we gain here? Not much. I think the best move here is to go c7. But that also poses a threat of trapping my own queen, I think. Well, that's not smart. Yeah, this brings me nothing. Yeah. Yeah, that was a fail. Let's go back. We will go with the bishop. Oh! Yeah, of course. My bishop is trapped now. This is turning into one big shit show. I don't know if I'm, if I'm able to save this game. Shit. Oops. Oopsie poopsie. We did some bad moves. That much I can make up out of all this. Yes. I mean, we're gonna lose the bishop anyway, so let's just take this pawn with the bishop. It's lost anyways. Yes, of course. Let me take the pawn. Down pawn. Okay. Good move. Keep on developing. I want a castle here. That would also mean I would lose tempo and lack development. Bishop e3 looks tempting. Seems like a good move. I think we're gonna play bishop e3. Yes. Alright. He further develops. He's trying to castle, of course. I think we keep developing too. Yes, so we go knight c3. Keep developing our pieces. Trying to get the king out of the middle of the board. Really important. Don't forget about that or you'll be in you can get in trouble really fast. So this is castle 2. You cannot take this pawn. It's guarded by my queen and my knight. I may be able to turn the game around. We'll see. He's also not using much of his time, which I am. Alright, he's trying to get a queen trade off. Since he's up in material, I don't think it's a good idea to trade the queens. Also, my queen is hanging, as you can clearly see. D4 looks somewhat alright. D3. Let's go D4. Seems like an alright move to me. So he's up a minor piece, but we got 2 pawns extra. Some compensation. Also, I think he has a bit more initiative in this position due to my mistake, which I thought was a great move, as you all saw. Yeah, still kinda surprised by that. I didn't see that coming. That was foolish. Anyways, let's continue this game. So now he's obviously looking at this pawn. Now a really simple way to defend this pawn is to just advance it to b3, which I think I will be doing. But I like to take my time before I make moves and ultimately blunders, which I should have done. Which move was it? I think this move right here. Yes. I still took 45 seconds for it. Yeah. Sad. But it happened. Anyways. b3. Yes. I think it's an alright move. b3. Defending my pawn, which had no defenders. Putting pressure on my knight and this pawn, because if he takes this, I take that. No, that's not an idea. Thinking of going rook d1, rook fd1. Maybe an idea. I don't really see much of a threat here, since the knight is guarded by my queen, obviously. I think will be rook a d1. Let's keep the rook on f, on the f file. Yes, let's go rook a d1. Reinforcing this file. Think I'm doing somewhat alright. It's not disastrous. He is up a whole 10 minutes. That is true. Obviously putting pressure on this pawn, extra pressure. Look, I got 2 defenders of this pawn, my queen and my knight. He's attacking it 3 times at this moment. So I need to do something with that. Question is, what are we gonna do? Of course. Or we could simply reinforce it with our f pawn, I think. That's a reasonable way of dealing with this threat. Now we got 3 defenders too. He went knight d7. Interesting move. I don't really think it does much for black here. I think it's a minor mistake, inaccuracy, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't do much. I mean, yeah, it just doesn't do much. So now I get the chance to maybe create some counterplay. Because for the most part of the game he had the initiative. This is hanging, that's interesting. This bishop is hanging. Could reinforce the A file, putting our F rook on the E file. That's an idea. Advancing this pawn seems I mean, if we advance this pawn, he takes, right? So we go there. Take. We can take because the horse is there, but if we take the horse with the queen, no, because this bishop is here, of course. No, not a good idea. I want to create some strong counterplay, but my options are slim. I do not have a lot of strong options, to be honest with you. We could go knight d5, attacking this bishop, which is obviously hanging, and then he takes with the bishop, and then we have because he has a bishop pair, and bishop pair is really strong, and especially endgame, and you do not want to lose the bishop pair, of course. So I think knight d5 is a reasonable move. But also we will get rid of the bishop pair, but I will also open up the file for this vulnerable pawn. You may get a rook on the 2 file. Very powerful. also don't like that idea. We could go horse e2. I definitely do want to move this knight. As long as this bishop is here, you cannot take this pawn, of course. So let's try knight e2. Try to get our knight on the king side, generate some threats there. I think that's a reasonable move. Let's do that. Took me 4 minutes. To be honest, this is quite a difficult position. At least I'm not seeing things that fast. It's just, I mean, this doesn't pose a threat, so we don't have to do anything with it actually. We just continue with our plan to bring our knight to the king side and go knight g3. I do have to take note of my time here. Bishop d7. Obviously placing it on a more active square, that's for sure. Now this pawn is hanging. Oh, that was his idea. Yeah, I see it now. Lol. Rolling Siggy's over. Very natural move. Als je bek dicht. Ja. Wil jij die? Ja, ga ik zo doen. Doe niet zo boos. Ja. Can't fucking concentrate like this fucking piece of shit. let's continue. I'm finally think again. Obviously putting extra pressure here. I don't see him going. This protected. No, I don't really see. And there's it. C3, maybe. Rotate the queen around. Yeah. Let's do that. That cost me a lot of time, that no shenanigans. Bishop f6. Thinking of bishop d4. I really need to start moving faster. Let's pin that knight to that bishop. Seems like a good idea. Maybe place my knight on h5, pressuring this bishop. This pawn is hanging, which my rook has vision on. Could still turn this game around. Just worry about my time here. That's becoming Ja! Ja, wat moet je?
Ik hoor dat er waskraan was en daar zit mijn onderbroek in, die heb ik nodig.
Ja, ik ga hem nu beneden zetten. Mag ik even mijn potje van 5 minuten afmaken?
Oké, rustig aan.
Oké, doei. Fuck no. Rook d8. Reinforcing this pawn, of course. H3 seems like a reasonable move. No, I think this is lost on time. I won't have enough time. There are too many pieces. He did get rid of my strong bishop there. I got the pony now. Pony can go here. I will pose a knight's threat because my queen is on there. Pony here, attacking this pawn. Checkmate. Cannot advance the pawn. Checkmate. So he has no good means of attacking my knight there. Of course, I think we know. Well, if we do this right, we take rook, checkmate. I think that's a strong move. Yeah, let's do that. That's a strong move. I'm hoping that he takes the pawn, of course, because then we win the game. And he takes the pawn. Now, of course, he can go back with the knight, block the check. Then we just, I think he has made a major blunder here. Yeah, this is quite a major blunder. I'm just gonna take on d8 here, check. Let's pre-move this. Oh, he actually resigned. Right. Oh, people, I hope you all learned something in this video, and tomorrow again, same time. See ya.